2 years. Your teams also play smart, hard football, which is a great tribute to you. And Rip Engle, you've been the past president of the Coaches Association for the last 2 years. I'm certainly glad that you've been able to join us, and we want to talk a little bit about the 1961 season. Rip, you remember there was a time not too long ago when the rest of the nation had a tendency to look down its nose at Eastern football. However, that attitude seems to have disappeared in recent years. How do you account for the change?
Well, Keith, I believe the big improvement on that has been the fact that we've been able to keep more in the East. By that I mean all the colleges. I think we have more boys that stay home or near home, and I believe that the high school coaches are doing a real wonderful job and seem to be well prepared when they come.
They are. A lot of these boys haven't been going to other parts of the country lately.
That's right.
Rip, if you had to rate the 5 best teams in the East this fall, how would you pick them?
I think there are a lot more than 5, but I do believe if I had to rate them right now, maybe next fall I'll be sorry, but I'd do it alphabetically. And I'd put Army, Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and we hope we're going to be in there too.
Well, I was wondering how you're going to classify your own school at Penn State. You think it'll do pretty well this fall?
We hope so. We're always hopeful. We think we can, and we believe that the team that comes out on top will be a great football team.
Do you have a surprise star possibly in the 61 season?
Well, we think at Mightinger, our end is a great prospect.
What's his name?
Bob Mightinger.
Bob Mightinger. Rip, football systems have changed considerably in recent years. Most colleges have gone in for a more wide-open type of offense. What new trends do you look for in the East this fall?
Well, I think you'll see it even a lot more wider open. In other words, I believe that you'll see a lot of various sets, numerous sets. I believe you'll see a lot of people in motion, men flying, which gives the defense a tremendous problem.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. And Rip Engle, I want to thank you for joining us on the program, and the best of luck to you and, of course, Penn State.
Thank you, Keith.
Hi, I'm Keith Morris with a special Sports Illustrated College Football Preview. The Atlantic Coast Conference, represented by head coach Bill Murray of Duke University. Bill, thank you for joining us today.
Well, it's a real pleasure.
I know your team won the Atlantic Coast Conference championship last year and then beat Arkansas in the Cotton Bowl, which is a great tribute to you. Bill, let's talk a little bit about the 1961 season. Your team, Duke, was one of the real surprises of the 1960 season, especially in the Cotton Bowl against Arkansas. Do you have another surprise up your sleeve this year?
Well, Keith, you never know when those surprises will come. You just hope for them. College football, you know, is made up of young boys who, whether they win or lose is determined completely by their attitude toward it.
Yes.
A year ago, we had a great bunch of youngsters. They just dedicated themselves to being great players and to have a fine team. If we have that kind of attitude this year, we'll have another good team.
Good.
We just hope that it comes through, and if it does, it will be a surprise to some people, but I hope not too big when it does.
Losing Don Altman, your quarterback and best passer to the baseball major leagues, must have been quite a blow. How do you plan to compensate for Altman's losses?
Well, as you know, a year ago, we alternated 2 units, and we had a boy by the name of Walter Rappel who worked with our second unit. Walter was a fine player. He wasn't quite as accurate on throwing the ball as Don. Don, as you must know, had the best passing completion record in college football, about 68%, which is really very good. But we think that Rappel will fill up the slack, and we have some young boys that we hope will help us.
Bill, you've been using a variation of the lonely end offense.